in its fullest. I will become that more complete being I strive to be. It is for these things I pray, for I am an entrepreneur.
Well, with that started, my computer's a little unstable today for some reason, Sam. Um, my name is Deborah Barton-Birden. I'm coming out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm hosting the day 4 of our readings from the Magic Secret, a book written by Rhonda Byrne. Um, Today we're going to deal with health. A lot of people are out there getting themselves together for uh, their journey in the aspect of things, and I tell you, uh, our greatest wealth is our health. Virgil, Roman poet, I'm sorry, back in 70 BC to 19 BC, really hit the nail on the head, and I'm going to tell you why. When we're young and our body are strong and we progress to the point of that beginning golden years, our body has taken such a toll over 50, 60, 70 years that it begins to say no to what our minds say we want to do. So, when you realize that you can gain so much wealth and lose it, leave no legacy for your loved ones if you are giving it to the doctors and the hospitals to keep you alive. So during that journey of taking care of your finances and enjoying life as you do, make sure you incorporate what's best for you in your health, because the greatest wealth is health. Health is the most precious thing in life, and yet more than anything else, we can take our health for granted. For many of us, the only thing we think of our health is when we lose it. Then the realization hits us. Without our health, we have nothing. There's an Italian proverb that speaks to the truth about health for many of us. He who enjoys good health is rich, though he knows it not. While we rarely think of our health when we are well, and we'll have felt the truth of those words even when you had something minor like a cold or the flu, and you were bedridden. When you are not well, all you want to do is feel better. And nothing else matters, nothing, than having your health back again. And I know that all too well. Health is a gift of life. It is something you receive and continue to receive each day. In addition to everything else we do to be healthy, we have to be grateful for our health to continue to receive more health. Remember, whoever has gratitude for health will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for health, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. You may know of people who choose a healthy lifestyle and yet still lost their health. Giving thanks in return for the health you are receiving is vital. When you are grateful for your health, you will not only maintain your current health, at the same time, you will set the magic into motion to increase the flow of health to you. You will also begin to see the improvements to your health happen right away. Little aches and pains, moles, scars, or marks will start to magically disappear. And you will notice your energy, vitality, and happiness increase markedly. As you will learn in a later practice, through the daily practice of gratitude for your health, you can improve your eyesight, hearing, and all of your senses, along with every function in your entire body and all of its happenings like magic. Gratitude is a vaccine, an antitoxin, and an antiseptic. That's a quote by John Henry Jowett, a Presbyterian preacher and writer. The degree that you are grateful for your health is the exact degree that your health will magically increase. And the degree that you are not grateful is the exact degree that your health will decrease. Living with a deceased amount of health means your energy, vitality, immune system, clarity of thought, and every other function of your body and mind is weakened. Being grateful for your health ensures that you will continue to receive more health to be grateful for. And at the same time, it eliminates stress and tension in your body and mind. Scientific research studies have shown that stress and tension are at the root of many diseases. Studies have also revealed that people who practice gratitude heal faster and are likely to live 7 years longer. You can see in the state of your health right now how grateful you have been. You should feel amazing every day. If you feel heavy and life feels like it's a real effort to get through, or if you don't feel younger than your age, then you are living with decreased health. One of the major causes of this loss of vitality is a lack of gratitude. All of that is about to change, though, because you are going to use gratitude's magical power of the health of your body. The magical health practice begins with reading through the following paragraphs about the health of your body. After you read each initialized line for a practical part of your body, close your eyes and mentally repeat the initialized line, feeling as grateful as you can for that part of your body. Remember that when you think about why you're grateful, it will help you feel gratitude more deeply. And deeper you feel it, the faster you will feel and see the amazing results in your body. Think about your legs and feet. Come on now, close your eyes and think about your legs and feet. They are your main forms of transportation in your life. Think about all the things you use your legs for, like balancing, standing up, sitting down, exercising, dancing, climbing steps, driving a car, and most of all, the miracle of walking. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around your home, walk to the bathroom, go to the kitchen to get a drink, and walk to your car. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around stores, down the streets, through an airport, and along the beach. The ability to walk gives us freedom to enjoy life. Say thank you for your legs and feet and really mean it. Come on now, guys. Let's close our eyes for a minute. Let's close our eyes and think about what they just said. We're going to be grateful for our legs and feet. Now, let's close our eyes again and say, think about your arms and your hands and how many things you pick up and hold in a day. Your hands are major tools of your life, and they are in non-stop use all day, every day. Can you just imagine if you didn't have your arms and hands? Your hands allow you to write, eat a meal, use a phone or computer, shower, get dressed, use your bathroom, Pick up things and hold them, and do everything for yourself. Without the use of your hands, you would be dependent upon other people to do these things for you. Say thank you for my arms, hands, and fingers. I'm going to take a break there for a minute. And those of you that have seen the video that is circulated around social media, there's a guy by the name of, I think his name is Jack Nakovich. I maybe pronounced it wrong, but this young man was born with no legs and no arms. He just has a torso. He has a little, he calls chicken leg at the bottom of his torso, fully intact with everything except his limbs. And he's learned how to adapt because he was born that way. To care for himself. He's even gotten married. I don't know if they've had children yet, but I look at that video, and he circulates around the country and abroad, giving talks about his life. He goes to high schools and you know, he's really making people conscious of how grateful they should be for who they are and what they have in their lives. I will find that video and I will bring it to the show so you guys can have a look at what I'm talking about for those of you that have not seen it. It's very inspiring, and it's right in alignment with what we're talking about today. But to continue with the book, think about your amazing senses. Your senses of taste gives you so much pleasure multiple times throughout the day as you eat and drink. You know from losing your senses of touch, of taste, through a cold, that the joy of eating and drinking disappears without being able to taste food or drinks. Say thank you for your amazing sense of taste. Without that, you wouldn't know if you're eating something good or bad. Your senses of smell enables you to experience the beautiful fragrances of life. The flowers, perfumes, clean sheets, dinner as it's cooking, a fire burning on a winter's night, the air on a summer's day, freshly cut grass, the smell of the earth after rain. Say thank you for my wonderful sense of smell. If you didn't have a sense of touch, you would never know hot or cold. Hot from cold, soft from sharp, or smooth from rough. You would never be able to feel objects or physically express love or receive it. Your sense of touch allows you to touch your loved ones with a reassuring hug and to feel the touch of a hand from one human being to another is one of the most precious things in life. Say thank you for your precious sense of touch. Think about the miracle of your eyes, which enables you to see the faces of your loved ones and friends, read printed books, newspapers, and emails, watch television, see the beautiful beauty of nature, and most importantly, see your way through life. Just put a blindfold on for 1 hour and try to do what you normally do. And you will appreciate your eyes. You will be grateful for them. Say thank you for your eyes that enable you to see everything. Now, if you're thinking about what I'm thinking about, it's giving you your 10 things to be grateful for today that you're writing in your journal. So make note of that. Think about your ears, which enables you to hear your own voice and other people's voices so you can talk to people. Without ears and your sense of hearing, you could not use a phone, hear beautiful music, listen to the radio, hear your loved ones talk, or hear any of the sounds of the world around you. Say thank you for my hearing. And to use any of your senses would be impossible without your brain, the king of them all, which processes over 1 million messages a second. Through all of your senses, it is actually your brain that enables you to sense and experience life. And there is no computer technology in the world that can duplicate it. Say thank you for my brain and my beautiful mind. The mindset is what fuels the brain. Think about the trillions of cells working unceasingly, 24/7 for your healthy body and life. Say thank you, cells. Think about your life-sustaining organs, which are continuously filtering, cleaning, and renewing everything in your body. And think about the fact that they do all their work automatically, without you even having to think about it. Say thank you, organs, for working perfectly for me. The most miraculous thing, than any sense, system, function, or other organs in our body is the organ of the heart. Your heart governs the life of every other organ, because it is your heart that keeps the life flowing to every system in your body. Say thank you for your strong and healthy heart. Next, take a piece of paper or a card and write on it in bold letters. And what I did for this, before I read it, I'm going to tell you, I took and made a series of this quote on a 8.5 by 11, a piece of printing paper. And I printed it out, I guess about a dozen times in large, bold print. And I put it everywhere all over my house. The quote is, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." The gift of health is keeping me alive. It is a gift that you are healthy. And that is what's keeping you alive. Think of a comatose person. They're alive, but they're hooked up to all these machines. They can't go nowhere. They can't do nothing for themselves. So the gift of health is keeping you alive, vibrant, and able to live life to its fullest. Let's be grateful for that. Take the card with you today. That card that you're going to write down the bold letters, "The gift of health is keeping me alive," and put it in a place where you know you will see it often. I have one attached to the top of my laptop screen. So every time I look up at the top of it, I see the gift of health is keeping me alive, and I stop in the moment and be grateful for it. I say thank you. If you work at a desk, you can put it right in front of you. If you're a driver, put it in a place in your car or truck where you will see it often. If you're at home most of the time, you can put it where you wash your hands or near your phone. Choose a place where you know you will see the words you've written often. Today, on at least 4 separate occasions, when you see the words, read them very slowly, one word at a time, and feel as grateful as you can for the gift of health. Being grateful for your health is essential to keep your health, but also to guarantee that it continues to get better with increasing energy and zest for life. If gratitude were used in conjunction with conventional medicine treatments, we would see a health revolution and recovery rates and miracles like we've never seen before. So today's magical practice number is 4. Magical health. The first thing you're going to do today is you're going to repeat 1, 2, and 3 of the magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of those 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. On a piece of paper or card, write the words, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." And now place that piece of paper with your written words where you know you will see it often. On at least 4 occasions, read the words very slowly and feel as grateful as you can for the precious gift of health. And number 5, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. So that is today's session of the magic, learning how to live a gratitude life. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute on the Hangout. What I'm going to say to you is this: if you're just now getting involved with us on the days of this journey, we're into our 4th of learning how to live a life of gratitude. Wherever you've been invited, you can connect with me or Sam Bradley, and we will help you in this process, getting focused and building a more abundant life. Excuse me. We're going to take a brief break for a minute, and so I can catch my myself, and I'm going to share a video with you that will, while I take it and get just a couple minutes of, we have to support our sponsors here. So we're going to play this video and we'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to just see if there's anybody with any questions or any discussions in regard to what we've been reading today. Be right back. Unfortunately, we didn't have that video up at the time through the recording of our session, so I'll play it at the end so it is included in our session.
I'm here now, Deborah.
Okay, Sam, how you doing? Today we were talking.
I'm doing all right.
How's the family doing?
Well, they're doing good. They're just as ornery as ever.
Oh my goodness! I hear you. I understand. Believe me, I understand. We're recording today's session, so We haven't come all the way over in today's chat. I just played one of our sponsors' videos, but I didn't get a chance to put it into the recorded session, so I'm going to play it again at the end of this hour. We just shared with everyone the that quick, the magical way that we can be grateful for our health. And the quote of the day was, "The greatest wealth is our health," and we need to be grateful for our health. We had the practice of today. I want to share with you again is you're going to write on a piece of paper or card, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." And as you begin to go through your day, you're going to experience that circumstance, excuse me, by being grateful for your health, because without it, you wouldn't be able to do any of the things that you do in the course of your day, and you can end up taking that for granted. It's not good. So that is the process of today, the practice of today's session. With that, I'm going to ask if there's any questions that anyone would like to share with us. You can put it in the chat. Sam, you can read it. I'm actually showing, for the video, I'm showing my desktop. Excuse me, and if I move around, it shows in the video. But if anyone has any questions that's listening to us, yes. On your page, and then we also have people in Google Plus and Facebook pulls them into the room. Okay, let me cancel this share and let me go to Google Plus and see if we have anyone that is nope, no questions as of right now. Those of you that were invited to Google Plus, you can put into the chat box. I have the questions enabled. Anything you have in regard to the book, or really any question, I'm here to answer any question that you have. And you know what I've learned how to say? If I don't know something, I do know how to go find it, the answer for it. The internet is just full of ways to find what you need to know. So Sam, did you get all your list done yesterday of things that you wanted to get done? I think he's got me on mute. Okay, there he goes.
I had to make a middle note. Hold on. Kind of modulating twice. Sharing the link over on Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds good.
But I had to make a middle note. Run me by that list one time, and I'll see if I can write it down.
Now, the list that you're speaking of is the practice for yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be more than happy to do that. Let me go to the book and pull up yesterday's practice. Okay. Yesterday's practice was in regard to relationships, building our relationships. We were going to repeat steps 1, 2, and 3, which was the first, second, and third day of writing a list of 10 things we're grateful for each and every day. The second day was getting our gratitude rock. Our third day was building our relationships, making them more magical in our life. And you were going to count your blessings of 3 people, 3 very special people in your life. And you were going to get an image of them, a picture. And then you were going to write the photo, on the photo in front of you, write 5 things that you are most grateful for about each person, each of those 3 people. Excuse me. And then you were going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You were going to include their name and what you were specifically grateful for. You were going to carry those photographs with you throughout the day, and you were going, as you reflect on those people, you were going to say thank you and then say their name. That was going to allow you to become more grateful for those 3 individuals for being in your life. They were supposed to be the 3 most special people. It could be your wife, your children, just 3. Or if you want to do more, you could do more. But what you were wanting to do
I've got 3 listed, and then do 5 things.
Well, you were going to write.
After that.
Yeah, you were going to write 5 things that you were grateful about that person. And throughout the day, you were going to consciously think about that person by viewing their picture and saying thank you for them being part of your life. Now, you know, it's funny. Yesterday I had an awesome day. Very awesome day. And one of my 3 people is my oldest daughter, Sierra. And unfortunately, she came to my house yesterday, and out of her relaxing here, my Dell touchscreen got broke. And in that moment, I exercised my consciousness to see how I was going to react to that. That's a $750 computer. And it could have been a very explosive situation as far as I was concerned. The old Debbie would have had she would have had an aneurysm behind that. But what I experienced was a calmness came over me, and I reminded myself the most important part of that equation was my daughter, and I love her, and that things can be replaced. People can't. Once they're gone for good. So as I exercised my calmness about the situation, she exploded out of fear. And I let her express herself, and it was like an out-of-body experience. I sat back and I was able to just look at her and realize, oh my God, it is my fault that she reacts this way. Her reaction was total fear. She thought I was just going to lose it. But what happened was she lost it on me, and it was my computer that got broke. But it also helped me understand something else. We are programmed by so many things that we experienced as children that we are not conscious of the fact we carry it into our adult life, and we have reactionary methods to what we do. Ironically, I just talked my daughter up. She just pulled into the driveway. But what I want to say in this whole aspect of things is we have to learn how to stay calm in a experience and not see it as the individual, see what there is fueling their anger, because it's always something else. It's never the person. You know, there's a biblical saying that we do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness and corruption in high places. That also comes down to the fact that when a person only knows what they know and how they can operate their lives by the beliefs that they have. And that's why each and every one of us need to question what we believe and why we believe it, and begin to turn our life around for a more conscious life. She said some very hurtful things to me, but I continue to look past that and see that until she can fix her, our relationship is going to always be stressed and damaged. I personally am working very hard to fix me, but I have to help her, or rather I have to share with her what my views are on the situation. It's not her fault. She can't help it, but she has to learn how to recognize it, or we will always be in turmoil. And I have a choice in the matter, as you do. You only have to put up with what you're willing to put up with. Not to go into deep of what I'm referring to, but I can forgive because I know the things that she went through was not of her doing, it was of her parents' doing. And as we work those issues out, we each have our own views of how things go. And I just put out to the universe last night that the universe helps us both come to a meeting of the minds. Because, you know, the computer can be replaced. My daughter can't. And we all have to remember that. That's why yesterday's reading was so important, because the people that are important to you, we can take for granted, and things can get out of hand, and you can lose so much more than a computer, you know.
Yeah, then it is sad. Then I mean, you know,
it is. It really is.
It would be devastating. It's time now to do the right thing with them. The people on their list for their relationships, and love them, and they'll love you back, you know, and do what you need. If they need you for something, it's time to do it now.
Yep, you're absolutely right, because if you don't do it now, you'll get to the last day, the last breath of your life, and you'll regret the things that you chose to do versus what you should have done. And so many people reach that point not being conscious of the whole world is in a turmoil. And
everybody is selfish.
Yes.
Everybody is selfish.
Yes. Well, you know what? But it's not their fault. I truly believe it's not our fault. It is what we've been programmed to do. If we put our values in the right place where they're supposed to be, we would not have wars, weapons of mass destruction, chemical poisoning in the air, food, and water. There's so many things that people would not do because we walk in love for one another. Humanity has to come back.
We can do that. We can do that and then find peace in our heart, in our own heart.
Yes, and the only way of doing that is to look inside of yourself and ask yourself, in the crisis of things, how important is that to you to do what you do to another person?
For others, yes.
If you imagine what you are doing to that person, someone doing it to you, ask yourself how you would feel, and would you really want that to happen to yourself? Because everything you're doing to someone else, you're actually going to receive back. And it's called karma. It's a universal law. Whatever you give, you will receive. But if you're walking in a life of gratitude, you're going to keep your priorities in order. The priorities of humanity, your loved ones, your family, your friends, your relationships are going to become more important than anything else in the world, because in the end, that's all you got. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many big houses you got, how many cars you got. You can't take none of that with you.
Yeah, like the Bible says, you know, you love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your brother as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these other things will be added to you.
And you know what? I heard that many times during my youth, my upbringing, and I had no method of consciousness of understanding or wanting to believe what it was saying until recently. I know now everything I put out into the universe that I do to another person, I'm going to receive it back. And it won't come back from that person. It's funny how things are orchestrated in a much, much bigger picture. God wants us to know what we're doing to others by having it done to ourselves. And it is a very, very big picture. It's mind-boggling what we experience, and we always want to look outside of ourselves and wonder, well, why am I going through this?
Well, it actually, when we do that, it cleanses us, cleanses our own soul of sin and the 7 deadly sins, especially, you know, where they're just slowly removed from our soul to be prepared to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Well, you know what, Sam? What I come to realize is this. The Bible says, the Word says, and it is a fact, I've seen it, that the sins that we create pass down 3 and 4 generations. The Word is written, the sins of the father pass down 3, 4 generations. But that is applied to all humanity, everyone. You know, the Word was written in I hate to say this word, but a sexist form. They use man as mankind. So understand it applies to women too. Both of the sexes. That when you create a sin, you're actually passing this down for your children to experience the backlash of that sin. So it's not only just in your life that you must be conscious of how you treat other people, but remember, your children are going to reap what you sow in their life. Now, it sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. If you are not doing what you're supposed to do as a spiritual being, those wrongs must be righted. So the Lord set in path for those wrongs to be righted through the generations. And that's why we've come to a point in the generations of people born into this universe to experience the backlash of war. The first sin was death of Cain and Abel. And that passed down through the generations. We are Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel, or Abel killed Cain. I forget what it is. Sam, you could probably help me with that one. But Cain killed Abel. Cain killed Abel. And look how many lives have been lost since that by the man's hand. If that first sin had never been experienced, and I'm when I say first sin, first man-to-man sin, because the first sin was mankind against God, the Creator, when we took the knowledge in. That was the first sin. He asked us not to, and we were disobedient children, and we did it anyway. And she did, you know, it was done by the ignorance and the questionable knowledge of Why do I believe? Why does it say? Why does it say what it say? We were motivated. We were motivated into breaking the law. So it only shows us how fragile we really are in our walk of faith. We're walking by faith without even knowing it. I mean, I've had some deep conversations with people that, do you know that whether you believe in the Lord God Almighty or not, you are walking by faith? You are walking by faith. Yes. I can give you a little synopsis of what I'm saying. When you walk in the grocery store and you choose to purchase something, you don't know how that was manufactured, what is put in it, that you are putting into your body. And you know, today is about the gift of health. So, I mean, yeah, the gift of health. So you don't know what you're doing to your body. So you're walking by faith that what you choose to buy is of a natural nature, been processed to be healthy for you. And that's why the status quo, the 1% has been able to get away with dummying us down and feeding us poisons that are not good for the body. But it makes a lot of money because we have to go through this system of health care. That's why today's teaching is so valuable. And you should be seeking the wisdom to know how to be healthy. And the first point of being healthy is being grateful for your health. The greatest wealth is health, because without it, you lose everything, including your life. With that said, I'm going to end the recording. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to run for the recording, I'm going to run that video one more time, and then we're going to come back. I have no questions at this time. We're going to come back.
We'll mention the links, and the time today is August 20th, 2014, and marketingtelecenter.com is where you can find this recording message later on today. Marketingtelecenter.com or deborahbarton.com /CWD. And be sure and people can come back and listen to the recorded version during the day today. And I'll also broadcast it at 10 o'clock the next morning as a preview to the next session at 11 o'clock Eastern Time.
I'm putting up that video again because I wanted it to be part of the recorded session, Sam. Okay. And I'll come back and we're going to play one more video after it, and then we're going to end the recorded broadcast of the day because we're at the top of the hour. We'll be right back. Good morning.
Yes, you can find the Easy Wealth Solution membership at onlinebiz1.com, and you can choose your own sponsors if you'd like to sign up with. It's an advertising co-op, so once you get in, I'll place your picture and link on the page as well, so you get free advertising to your Easy Wealth Solution business.
Mm-hmm. We're going to play one.
Onlinebiz1.com.
I'm going to play one more video, and then we're going to end the recorded session of this today, version today.
How would you like to make $20 just by filling out a simple form on your computer? Well, you can, and there's also a way to continue earning $20 over and over again. Let me explain how it works. You've seen those gift cards and debit cards at the front of the big box stores of your local grocery stores, right? Well, did you know that that shelf space is some of the most valuable and expensive space in the entire retail store? And that those cash card companies pay the store a big fat commission every time one of their customers takes a card and loads it with cash. Well, NetSpend decided that they would like to distribute their MasterCard and Visa debit cards in a different way. Instead of paying the big box stores, they would rather pay their own customers that fee instead of the super wealthy retail stores. So here's how it works. When you fill out the short form on the NetSpend website, they will mail you a MasterCard or Visa debit card, which you'll receive usually within a week. You then load that card with at least $40, which you can easily do at any local grocery stores or anywhere that Western Union is found. Heck, you can even do it online yourself. And within 48 hours, NetSpend will add an additional $20 onto your card that you can spend any way you want, anywhere you want. Now, most of the time, they're actually going to load it within minutes of you putting your $40 onto your card. When I went to my local grocery stores and loaded my card, I had my extra $20 loaded before I even got to the checkout stand. That's because they sent me a text showing that it had already been deposited. Now, if you like that, just wait until you learn how you can get NetSpend to start loading your card with $20 commissions over and over again. Remember when you fill out the original form to get your own card? Well, that action also gave you your own instant website on the NetSpend website that allows you to refer other people. And every time that they get their own debit card and place $40 on it, NetSpend will send you $20 directly to your card. And your customer, of course, gets their $20. So actually, NetSpend is paying out $40 every time a new account is opened. Now, watch this. If you refer your spouse and they get their own card, well, you earn $20 for that referral. And your spouse, of course, made $20 when they loaded their $40. And you were paid another $20 when they did that same action. So in total, you and your spouse earned a total of $60 in pure profit. So let me ask you this question. How many couples do you know that could use an extra $60 and then be positioned to earn additional $20 referral fees onto those cards over and over again, just like you? Now, while this is a great income source by itself, imagine how strong it is when you use this as a feeder program for your main business opportunity. In other words, this can pay the startup costs for someone wishing to join your main business. If your referral wants to keep all the cash, they can. If they want to use that cash to invest in your business, well, they can do that too. The choice is theirs. So go ahead and fill out the form right now and get your debit card on the way and get your affiliate link right now.
That's a powerful video.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam, very much. Where you can go for that is the number 20dollargift.com, and fill out the form, and it'll start the process for you to um, order your card, and it'll also connect you to me, and I will follow up with a series of emails to walk you through the steps of getting your card activated, loaded, and receive your 20. The website is the number 20dollargift.com. We're going to leave these links to these two sponsors in the description of the video of the recorded session today. So if you you can go there to our YouTube channel and at Bots Advertising and get the links from there as well. With that said, I'm going to end the recorded session of today. I want to say go out and live a life of gratitude. Plant seed of love in someone else's life by just expressing the love you have for yourself. With the give them a hug, you know, pay it forward in the checkout line. Do something special for someone today, and I tell you, it'll come back. It'll come back tenfold. With that said, Sam, I'm going to end the ending recorded broadcast of today, and I say thank you for coming and listening to our Day 4, Learning How to Live a Life of Gratitude.